Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Voxel Pro here, coming at you with a Metal Gear Solid 1 playthrough, walkthrough, whatever it is you want to call it. Now, in the last episode, I got my full fist, mousetrap, and what that is that is how I got my car key back, you know, my PAL key back. And let me just give you an update on the schedule, because I am running into a little bit of a late issue with, you know, all my videos. But to be honest, I can upload faster, but simultaneously, like, you know, prepare for anything that might come my way, and hopefully. Excuse me. Hopefully, I'll have Metal Gear Solid 2 up by the middle of, well, by the end. Actually, by the end of July. By the end of July. So hopefully, I can get that done, and
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2, freeze the key.
Okay, so to freeze the key, I just go back to the Raven's warehouse where I fought Raven. You know, how you find out that information? Just call Colonel Campbell or Otacon or somebody, you know, to get info on where, you know. He's like, some place to freeze the key? It's Alaska, it's cold outside, go anywhere. He's like, but you're not far from that place where you fought Raven, right? And then he was like, why don't you just go there? So that's how I came up with that. I didn't originally come up with that, but I really just found out by putting two together the first time I played it. I'm like, that warehouse where I fought Raven, it was cold enough to where you could see breath. I wonder if this is the place to where you can just like go in there and kind of lay there until you freeze the key. Stayed there for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then came out and with the freeze the key. Now, and then I left it unequipped because it keeps it colder for longer. Now. In terms of, you know, the road to the Phantom Pain is getting extremely close, and if I upload like 2-3 times a day, then I can, in fact, after I'm done recording this, I'll start rendering videos, but I'll probably have to put out almost doggone near 2-3 a day, pretty much just to catch up, to get in Metal Gear Solid 4, and to make sure I have everything. But you know, Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of those long ones. It's one of those extremely long ones. So. Where's the cinematic? Yep, there it is. Okay. I was looking for the cinematic shot, and sometimes that's the cinematic shot. Went over there. Anyway, we'll stay here. Little trick. Yeah, you can keep it out in your hand, and that's really how you end up keeping it warmer, really, is if you have it equipped, because it's technically supposed to be in your hand when that happens. So a little trick for when you do have to warm the key, and you got to run all the way back. Just keep it equipped. That way it stays warmer. Now if it's cold, if you go through a cold place, that's why you keep it out, so you can keep it warm. You can keep it, well, warm. There's really nothing to be said there. But also you pretty much lay there. Oh, it's already done. So yeah, and then if you want it to stay cold for longer, you just unequip it and get there as much as you can. And just the key thing is, if you don't loiter around, you'll always pretty much just get there in time. Now, with that being said, I think, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Recording schedule. Okay. So uploading schedule. So the road to the Phantom Pain continues. Got to get through the rest of this. Metal Gear Solid 2.
What was that noise?
Well, I still have to. Well, I still have to record for Metal Gear Solid 2, so it will be a little bit, but I can like do it in chunks, and so.
PAL code number 2 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 3.
Okay, there goes PAL code number 2. Next comes PAL number 3. Warm the key.
And then after I do 2, then I gotta do 4, and 4 is supposed to be one of the, I think, hands down, I think that's one of the longest Metal Gears ever. Hands down, that has to be one of the longest Metal Gears ever. And the only reason why I say that is because that one has the cutscenes where it explains pretty much everything from 3 to 4. 3, that means Metal Gear Solid 3 maybe has some hints about portable ops in there. I'm not really sure. Metal Gear 2 has some things about Metal Gear Solid, yeah, of course, things about Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2 because of who's in there. And we see kind of people from the 3 eras kind of converge, like 3 key characters. I'm sorry, characters from those 3 key games, from Snake Eater, from the first one, and from Substance, Sons of Liberty, whatever copy it is that you have. And we see key characters from those 3 games, and they will also contribute into the story in some way, and hopefully and hopefully we can get Metal Gear Solid 4 done really quick. I really, to be honest, I really like want to go ahead and get this done and try to hurry up and speed up the gameplay, because I want to show you everything. But I've been so busy lately with trying to do the stuff for indie games, so I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do that. But I'm gonna do it. Trust me. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it while I'm recording this video. Actually, this is a time to implement one of my shameless plugs. And it is the fact that, you know, if you're an indie game developer and you have a team, or you're working solo or whatever it is, if you or somebody you know is an indie game developer and they already kind of have their team started, they're working on their first game, and you know they got a little bit to spend on consulting, I would recommend them to me.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox-Die?
No. Fox-Die. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently Fox-Die kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure, but he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi. I can't believe it.
That means the Fox-Die vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
So, like I said, as part of my shameless plug, you know, if you're solo or indie, as I said before, then come to me for consulting. Costs a little bit. It won't be too expensive. Nothing over $100. And you know, if you've seen my activation of the protocol independent video, then you know what I'm talking about. If you or anybody you know wants to support me on Patreon so I can talk to some of these indie people and push their games and help them market their game, I'm not selling it for them. I'm just helping them market and consulting with them how to make their game better, doing previews, reviews, and interviews on those people. And if you're one of those people, like I said, come to me. If you know somebody that does have an interest in that, refer them to my video and say, hey, this guy will help you out. This guy will help you with in terms of like making sure the quality is there, making sure everything's copacetic with gameplay, game mechanics, reviewing with the story, making sure that plot elements lines up and stuff like that. I know they got writers, and I know that for indie people out there, they got they wear so many different hats, and I understand that. And but sometimes when the development process, when you're supposed to be both the business manager, the PR manager, the team lead, the programmer, the Q&A tester, the press, the blog, the website manager, the animator. Did I already say the programmer? If I didn't, the music maker. If you're pretty much everything, you're going to need somebody to alleviate even the people that technically work for the company, the indie game team, who are the PR man. Why do I keep saying PER? They are technically the PR managers. They work with the company. So sometimes when they're involved in it, when they're involved in it, and they're let me put it this way. If their success is based off of, the actual game success, then that might be a I won't say a bad thing, but like an obstacle that you would have to get through, that would where the bias that you have because you have such an investment in it works against you, to make sure that that this is what outside people think. People who don't have anything invested into the game, people who don't have stuff invested into the game, can actually see the problems and stuff like that, because they're not stuck in their own head. So that's not a personal attack against the people that work for the indie game teams or you guys or anything like that, but it's just the fact of the matter. If my favorite color is blue, and you see me with a blue, like what are those old suits? It's a like one of those powder blue suits that have the little flitheries on it on the chest. You know what I'm talking about.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification, but my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from, my age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Fox-Hound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox, no. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox-Die? Fox-Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox-Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right?
Yup.
Do I still have time?
Maybe.
Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox-Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox-Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox-Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
So, like I said, yeah. Tell your friends, tell your parents, support me on Patreon so I can put out better content for you guys and promote your stuff. And if you're an indie game team, promote your stuff, interview you, because I want to get to know you guys. And if you have any questions, you can contact me on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, And I got a website, voxelindies.com. If you go to the contact us page, just type in your name, what the subject is, if this is about indie stuff, tell me your company, and then write to me, and then I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm sorry if I don't sound that excited. It's because I'm up until like right now it's like 2:40 in the morning. 2:40 in the morning. And I've been up since 8 the previous day. So I'm actually a little bit tired because I've been taking care of all this stuff. So I'm sorry if I don't sound so energetic and everything like that. I wish I could be, and I've been staying up this late for like weeks now, trying to get this stuff done because it's something that I've been planning to do for a long time, and I've been trying to take care of my channel and everything like that for like a long time. So I actually have a video that I'm recording explaining some of the stuff of what my business is, and I hope you guys come out to support me, because for your support, as much as that means to me, that should mean to you as indie game developers and actual people who love video games, consumers of video games.
Palcode number 3 confirmed. Palcode entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox-Hound.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox-Hound vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother. Liquid, how the... You've served your purpose. You may die now.
You know what? When I first saw that scene, when I first heard that scene, that was
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
when I first heard that scene from Master Miller / Liquid. I went ape nuts because I'm like, I was not like, I kind of thought about it, but I like, when he said that, I was like,
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
that was the moment right there. That was the moment where I was like, this is my favorite game. Like I knew earlier on before when I was playing that 98, 99 demo disc, whenever it was. But at that moment, I'm like, this will forever be legendary.
Snake, are you okay? Come on, Snake, you can do it.
And thank you guys for watching this Voxel Plays. Like I said, subscribe to me on Voxel Pro YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter. Contact me on Google+. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys later.